It's hard to believe that it's been another year of uploading videos onto this YouTube channel. It's even harder to believe how much more work has actually gone into this car in that same time frame. It's been a little slow with progress on my K24 swap Porsche 911 the past few weeks, not just because of the lack of funds, but because of some personal things too. So instead, I figured I'd run through all that has happened in the past year with the car. So sit back, relax, and see just how far it's actually come. It is wild to me to see that a year ago this was the state of the car. I mean, it was barely a car, but it could move under its own power after a painstaking year of working on proving the swap out. It had no exhaust, no doors, no windshield, no fenders, no lights. It was as bare as it could be, but I just wanted to prove that it moved. As you can see, I was pretty freaking happy. Little did I know it was going to be short-lived, but we'll get into that. Like all good projects, I started to tick off things to get the car more complete. It was at this point that I witnessed something that still humbles me to this day. All of a sudden, there were people willing to help get the car back on the road. The likes of Eddie, Kevin Yee, and numerous others rallied behind the project, providing parts where they could, either for cheap or free. Because unfortunately I had to sell things like the front fenders and headlights to purchase things just to complete the swap. The exterior of the car was now complete enough to take it for a drive around the neighborhood at night. The first of many test drives. Unfortunately, that first test drive I uncovered a nasty leak in the fuel cell, probably because the bladder was really out of date. But I used this time to properly mount the seat with some FIA spec mounting points. Then, with the help of someone truly in my corner, Mark, I was able to pull the trigger on a Radium fuel cell. I was close to driving it again. And then, for the first time in years, I took the car to a gas station. Servo for those back in Australia. It felt like I'd finally done it, that I could really start to just drive this car again. Unfortunately though, during a test drive on the freeway, I discovered that the side radiators weren't getting enough airflow at speed. This started the 3D printing of ducts arc that the past year included. I just couldn't get the side radiators to keep the engine coolant temps exactly where I wanted them, so I pulled the trigger. I was going to move to a single radiator in the front. I drilled and cut into the tub to fit the RyWire CSF radiator. This also meant that I had to relocate the Radium fuel cell. Once that project was completed, I moved on to getting the GPS speedometer module installed with the Haltech, fitted up a Narita dogfight seat from Peter, and went for a drive to Santa Clarita Porsche. And guess what? I did all of that with no gear oil in the transmission, like an absolute dumb And so, the engine and gearbox were removed, the gearbox torn down to discover only a 5th gear needle bearing was broken, and then rebuilt, bear hugged and torqued down.
Yeah! We have to work for that.
You're right. Can't do that by yourself.
No.
And then reinstalled. I also finally installed rear coilovers after months of waiting to pull the trigger. Then, it was time to see if all that help from Tony and Kwan paid off, and if I had all the gears again. It was at this point in time, and the video of getting the 911 back driving, that I saw a huge influx of subscribers here on YouTube. It has been an absolute blast engaging with everyone in the comments. After what felt like an absolute mountain of work, it was finally time. I was finally taking my Porsche 911 on my very first long drive in it, a 200-mile round trip to Lake Elsinore for the Honda meet. It did the trip flawlessly. In fact, the only damage incurred was a couple of fins got smushed on the radiator, a sign of actually using this car. And that brings me to the last video, where I unveiled the plans for getting hot air out of the frunk and not into the cabin. I'm still currently waiting to pull the trigger financially on some flash forge printers. Hell, I even emailed their marketing team to see if we can work together somehow. But once they arrive, it'll be time to start on that project properly. And that's the past year. I also just want to take this minute to acknowledge all the people that have come along on this journey. Whether it's an old face or new, I truly appreciate the support. I would not be here doing this without that support, so thank you. I've also been driving the car to and from work the past week just to feel something again. To those that say you can't daily drive an EWP car, you're lying. I am, in peak hour traffic, here in Los Angeles. And so that brings us to today. 2 years of uploading content consistently to YouTube. Thanks again for watching, subscribing, commenting, and liking, and I'll see you in the next one.